Hello, I'm ABXToyCam. Welcome back to the video. Today I have some Super Mario mashup gameplay to share with you. The reason I have this is because basically a lot of people really love the Super Mario series for its characters and for its enemies. And basically today I'm going to be showing you all of the mobs and all of the skins in this mashup pack so you can know if your favourite character or your favourite enemy from the Super Mario series is included, or so you can just see them all and be like, it's my favourite thing but in Minecraft. That's what I'm going for today. I thought it was pretty cool to check out and hopefully you all will too. If you do, please do like the video and let me know because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like the Super Mario and Minecraft stuff. I think this is one of the most awesome pieces of DLC to come to Minecraft console for a while, and if you all agree, then again, liking is very appreciated. But with that said, let's get straight into it already, shall we? And let's start with the mobs. The mobs, even though there's less of them, it'll be slightly harder to show off, and the mobs are the ones that I really, really do like, because as I was looking through them, every now and then one would just make me smile a whole bunch, and hopefully, you know, one of the same results will happen to you. So first of all, let's start with the villagers, because there's a bunch of those around. Anyway, all of the villagers, in their different professions, are different type of Piantas. So these are from Super Mario Sunshine, so there's a bunch of them here, you know, in the Sunshine world, and yeah, you get the different types. So there's this one, there's the blue guys, there's also the guys with the sunglasses. Yeah, there's different types of villagers that all look entirely different, like entirely different types of Piantas. Oh, here's the other one right here, and then here's a pink one right there. So yeah, with that said, the different types of Piantas are villagers, and I think it's pretty cool that, you know, they look so wildly different, but still kind of fit the theme at the same time. I think it's pretty cool, but yeah, that's that right there. So that is the 4 different types of villagers, but let's move on to the other mobs, the more exciting ones, the ones you're like, I'm thinking about that. So yeah, with that said, by the way, I'm shy guy right now. With that said, let's go into them right now, go into the creative menu, and get ourselves a creeper spawn egg, or just get the first 9 spawn eggs, and show you these 9 right here. So we got a ghast in there, which will be tricky, but here's the creeper first of all. The creeper is a very, I know there's something extra terrifying about it. I can't work out exactly what Super Mario mob it is trying to go for, but it is, you know, creeper, but kind of extra fitting the theme. Then we've got a skeleton, which is a little bit more obvious, because it is more of a dry bones thing, as you can see. It's like a Koopa, but made from skulls. Dry bones is what that is. I believe it's from one of the older games, the 2D platformers and stuff, and that's that. Next up, we have the spider. The spider is kind of interesting because he is the scuttle. I believe it's called a scuttle bones or something. It's a character that's been in a lot of different Sputterbug, maybe? Yeah, it's character been in a lot of different Super Mario games. Changes a lot from game to game, so yeah, very, very colourful spider, yellow and blue. You know, regardless of whether, you know, the character it's based on, it is still really cool to look at, in my opinion. Then we've got the zombie, which has to be one of my favourites because it is the Koopa. Look, this is a zombie. He's just a Koopa Trooper. He chases you like a zombie, and that is the coolest thing to me. Then we've got slimes, which, again, I didn't realise until very recently, but they're actually thwomps. Look at them. They're little baby thwomps, or they're massive, medium-sized thwomps, or you get massive thwomps. So yeah, these are thwomps, and they actually do attack you like a thwomp does, by jumping at you. And again, it's one of those nice things where Mario and Minecraft do just work together so well. Another one of these examples, and perhaps another one of my favourites, probably has to be the ghast. When I first discovered this, I was so amazed because a ghast is actually a boo. So yeah, as you can see, wait, let's see the boo. He's a boo right there. When he shuts his eyes to attack, kind of like he does when you look at him in the game, and it's just so awesome to me, the fact that, you know, again, look how well the two blend together, and that's that. Next up, we've got the zombie pigmen, which is one, again, I couldn't entirely work out. I guess this is one of the enemies from the 2D games. Then we've got the Enderman, which another one I really like because it's actually a shy guy on stilts. Again, it actually fits amazingly well in that case. Oh, we've got merry-go-round music. But yeah, it fits amazingly well in that case, and I think it's pretty awesome. Then we got the cave spider, which I assume is a different variant of the scuttle bug, you know, the spider from the Super Mario games. But it's hard to tell because it looks so massively different. And yeah, that's the cave spider right there. Smaller version of the spider, but less colourful and all that sort of stuff. So moving on from the cave spider onwards, we've got the silverfish, we've got the blaze, we've got the magma cube, the bat, the witch, the endermite, the guardian, the pig, and the sheep. So let's actually start from the right here, shall we? Because the sheep is a really cool one because it's another Koopa, but it's, you know, the ones that stay on the ground, so you jump on them and their shell comes off. Doesn't entirely work that way, but you can shear their shells off, which I think is nice. We got the pigs, which are just pigs, but you know, they look a little bit, you know, more, I don't know, like kind of the way they coloured is more cartoony to fix the rest of the text pack. Then we got the Guardians right here, which I cannot recall exactly Mario made they're called, but they are one of the underwater ones because they've lost their tail and they just bounce around a whole bunch. Again, it's a nice little change where they made some of the texture invisible to make it fit better, and it works great in that way. We've got the Endermite, which is too small for me to properly tell, but again, just that's an Endermite right there. We got a witch, which is a magic Koopa, so like one of the Koopa kids, but magic, or a wizard Koopa, whatever you know it as. This is one of those, and they will. I don't know, they're extra intimidating in this one because you're like, ooh, they've got some magic, but they really do in this game. Then we got the bat, which for the longest time I was sure was a Zubat. I was like, what? I mean, this is by Nintendo. Is that just a Zubat? And it looks suspiciously like one, but I think there is just a you know, a Super Mario mob that looks like that. Again, I got a closer look and I couldn't really get an entire feel for it. So in my head and in all of your heads, the bat can just be Zubat, and I like that personally. So yeah, we got the bat right there. Then we got the Magma Cube, which again, another mob I can't entirely work out, but it looks pretty cute and pretty Mario-y. Then we got the Blaze. as you can see. pretty darn terrifying right there. Then we got the Silverfish. This is the Silverfish over there, which I believe is one that it's a tiny version of the giant. It was in Super Mario Sunshine. The enemies, which the bug enemies. There's also one in Super Mario 64. So yeah, you should be able to recognize that if you know that. And then finally, we've got the last row of things right here, just after the Endermite, I believe it was. Or sorry, just after the sheep. So we got the cat, we got the chicken, we got the squid, etc., etc., and then we got the mule. So the horse, the mule, and the donkey, I will say right now, aren't actually too changed because there aren't really horses, mules, and donkeys in the Super Mario franchise, but you know, it's nice to believe, right? Then we've got, oh wait, so let's throw those away and instead come up with 3 more from the creative inventory, if I can work out what's going on here. So then we can grab the rabbit and we can grab the villager. You've seen the villager already, of course. The villagers are just piantas, different types of them. Here's the last type though. Then we got rabbits. Rabbits, I believe, at least some of the designs are based on the Meep Meeps. This one, I'm not entirely sure what that one is, but yeah, different rabbit designs. One of them was based on the Super Mario 64 rabbit, and the other ones I'm not entirely sure about. Then we've got Ocelots. Again, I don't think there are proper cats in the Mario series, so they just kind of look like the cat Marios, etc. I think they're cute personally. Then we got a mushroom over here. Again, this one I'm pretty sure if there's no mushroom in the Mario franchise, but the face very, very much fits the whole kind of thing. We've got a wolf right here, which is a dog from the thing. We've got a squid, which is just a kind of white thing. I thought it was a boo at first, but of course it is. That's not the case at all. I'll spawn some in the water, in fact. So yeah, here's some squids. As you can see, they're I don't know what their names are, but they spray squid, and they're in one of the Super Mario Sunshine levels, and they've got a ridiculously, easy workout name. Then we've got 2 of the cool ones. We've got the cow, which is just a cow, and we got the chicken, which is one of my favorites because they're Goombas. That's right, the chickens are Goombas, and yeah, you can jump on them if you want to. It doesn't do anything, but still, you got Goombas, you got you got Goombas, you got the squids, you got all these different mobs just in the mob category, and that's that's just stuff you can find around. That's excluding the ones you can actually craft. So you notice I actually missed off the Iron Golem. This is an Iron Golem, by the way. Again, it's super cool thing just to have running around the villagers, because that's what they do. Then we also have the 3 other mobs that you can't necessarily just get from a spawn egg. We've got the Snow Golem, so I'll make one of those right now if I can find a pumpkin. So yeah, it's a little bit unfamiliar with the texture pack. It did just come out today. It is very brand new. So we grab some snow, we grab a pumpkin, then we'll grab some wither skeleton skulls and some soul sand. Again, it's going to take me a little bit just to work out exactly where that is. By the way, because obviously the mobs have changed, their heads reflect it, which means you can get a Koopa head in this texture pack, which is awesome. But yeah, if we also then grab some IF things and go to the end too, I can show off the Ender Dragon, which is one of the more interesting ones, and I've already forgotten its name, but it is one of the characters from one of the older games. But yeah, with that said, here is a Snow Golem right over here. He's going to die very fast, so... Oh no, he's not going to die just here. As you can see, it's a Snow Golem. It's very happy. I believe this is from 3D Land. At least I recognize it from 3D Land. Then we've got the Witherite here, which is going to make me run away from it, which is actually, I believe it's a Piranha, which is, again, it's really interesting that it creates that, but still, look at it. Yeah, it's a 3-headed Piranha, or PT Piranha, whatever you call it. Super cool, and he's going to kill all the villagers, which is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, isn't that pretty awesome if you ask me? We've got a 3-headed Piranha, which we're going to run away from right now, into the mouth of another Piranha, and go to the end, in fact. So yeah, let's make an end portal frame, and let's show you off the final mob before we go into the texture pack ones. Before we go into the skin pack ones, because you can also be a bunch of characters. I've been Shy Guy this entire time, because, I don't know, Shy Guy's amusing to me, but there's a bunch of other ones like that too. So, yeah, put some Shy Guy skulls in here, jump through the portal, and here we are on the end. So, yeah, the end obviously is filled with, the Shy Guy and the stilts. You get the different music, but you also get the Ender Dragon, which in this texture pack, in this texture pack, is missing. There's no Ender Dragon. That's very bizarre. But yeah, the Ender Dragon, I'll show a little bit on screen right now. But so yeah, the Ender Dragon is a really cool dragon without wings. It's crazy awesome like that. But yeah, I guess we'll hop out at the end. I guess they killed it on this world already, which is kind of bizarre if you ask me. And I'll show off all the skins in this texture pack now. So yeah, if you didn't think the mobs were awesome enough, let's show off the skins. So we got just over here, change skins, go to the Super Mario Mashup pack, and now we can show. So we got Shy Guy, then we got Hammer Bro, we got Boom Boom, we got Kitsune Luigi, we got Dry Bones, we got Bowser Jr., Fire Mario, we got Tanuki Mario, Boomerang Mario, Propeller Mario, Cat Mario. You got a lot of Mario choices, because obviously it's the Super Mario Mashup pack. Cat Peach, which is a pretty good one if you ask me. Mario with Flood. Luigi with the Poltergust, which I assume is from the Luigi's Mansion games. Peach, we got Yoshi, we got Bowser, we got Toad, Captain Toad, Donkey Kong. By the way, a few of these skins, especially when it comes to the ones with the dresses, do actually stick out that way. We got Diddy Kong, another short skin. We got Daisy, we got Wario, we got Waluigi, we got PT Piranha, we got Lemmy, we got Wendy, we got Morton, Larry, Iggy, Roy, and Ludwig. They're the Koopa kids, by the way. Rosalina, Toadette, Birdo, Dr. Mario, Kamek, Koopa Trooper, and then back to Shy Guys. So yeah, that is all of the skins, all of the mobs, and a lot of the awesome from the Super Mario Mashup pack. I do want to do a full review of the actual thing itself, because there's so much to talk about when it comes to this texture pack and what it really brings to the Wii U. And I think the fact that it is a free update, if you do own a Wii U, it's just one of those awesome little things. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, I'd very much appreciate a like on it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like the Super Mario stuff, because I do want to make quite a few videos on this, because it is one of these awesome little events to come to Minecraft, and I think the fact that it did all happen is pretty great. But let me know what you think, obviously, with the comments down below. Oh, the sun is like from Super Mario Sunshine. That's lovely. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.